Welcome back to Marysville High School Gymnasium. Girls basketball action. The Rockets from New Haven in town to play our Marysville Vikings with 1:01 to go before half. Marysville holding a 26-11 lead. Great defense by the Vikings, full court pressure.
Indeed they are. It's one of the main reasons why they managed to get the 26-11 lead. They've been shutting down the Rockets offensively pretty much the entire game so far.
Good rebound by Martin that time. Back to Velko. Velko's bringing it up under control. Looking inside, pulls it back out. Got Curtis on the side, 38 seconds to go. Andrea decides to take it back out front. And the Vikings are going to call a quick timeout. I believe it's going to be a 30-second. They want to get a quick play called. Referees tonight doing a very nice job.
Indeed they are today.
You had mentioned earlier, this is a tough game. There's a lot of running back and forth, a lot of long bombs going, long passes both ways.
Yeah, it's amazing. Andrea Curtis has been on for pretty much the entire quarter. It seems like she's got to be tired, but she's still putting in a lot of effort and really contributed to the Vikings' 26-11 lead.
All right. Vikings coaching staff, Ryan Rathje. Assistant coach Tom Velko called a certain play. Referees put the ball down, got it in just in time. Martin, Velko at the top of the key. Passes the ball just off the mark. Rockets take over on the turnover. Viking pressure, doing a good job. They've got the trap going. Oh, it was just tipped away, but the Rockets were able to come up with it. Cross-court pass into the corner. This one's just off the mark, and a nice rebound by Andrea Curtis. 5 seconds to go. She's going to try to take it coast to coast, and just off the mark. Good hustle by Curtis going coast to coast, but just couldn't get it to fall.
I'm telling you, the worst feeling you can ever have in basketball is just almost making that shot. Well, we've seen a lot of that today, that's for sure.
Yes, there's been some close ones. Well, we're going to take a break now for halftime. It's 26-11 lead for our Marysville Vikings. We'll be back with second half action in just a few minutes.
This program is being brought to you in part by a grant from the following M6 Communication Arts Program partners. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., Tony Essien, Investment Executive, helping individuals throughout St. Clair County build financial security. Stop by at 782 Huron Boulevard in Marysville.
Wally's Supermarket is the community store that makes you feel at home. Wally Baku and his staff offer the best service and prices in town. Check out www.wallysupermarket.com for weekly specials.
Our sponsors have supported us over the years, so please consider supporting them.
Much more than wins and losses are on the line in the world of high school sports. Lives are being altered to the use of performance-enhancing substances called anabolic steroids. Anabolic means bodybuilding tissue. Anabolic steroids do just the same. They help build muscle tissue, increase body mass by acting like the body's natural male hormone or testosterone. Anabolic steroids are called roids, juice, hype, or pump, and they are very powerful body-enhancing prescription drugs. In 2006, 2.7% of high school seniors say that they have tried steroids in their high school careers. Steroids can have negative effects on your heart, your blood, liver, skin, and your skeleton. There are many ways to increase your strength and improve your body structure. If you are serious about your health, you can train safely without using drugs, eat healthy, and get lots of sleep. For additional information, go to health.ny.gov publications.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Marysville High School. Girls basketball action, the Vikings, Marysville 26, and the Rockets from New Haven 11. Great job so far by the Vikings. Very aggressive on defense, getting a lot of steals, stepping into the passing lanes.
Yes, they're showing a lot of teamwork and a lot of communication, which has very contributed to their 15-point lead.
Vikings are going to start out. Shelby Zeiser, Andrea Curtis, Madison Velko, Emily Giroux, and Taylor Hornbacher. Vikings with the ball to start the second half. Curtis all the way into the corner to Giroux. Giroux driving baseline, goes all the way to the base, tries a reverse layup off the mark, but good job by Hornbacher. Unfortunately, it was stolen away. Hornbacher comes right back and tips it away. Giroux picks it up. Up to Zeiser in the front court. Zeiser in, off the mark. Rebound, Vikings, Taylor Hornbacher. And this one gets knocked out of bounds. A lot of action to start the second half.
Yeah, the Vikings are coming out charging, showing a lot of effort getting the ball back even after they get it stolen away from them.
Vikings got a full court press going again. This time Giroux got her hand on that one and it got tipped out of bounds. And it went off one of the New Haven Rockets, so the Vikings get the turnover. 15-point lead to start the second half. They're trying to open it up a little bit more. Maddie Velko back to Curtis. Curtis with a three-pointer just off the mark. Hornbacher, good job, but unfortunately she fell down and they called the traveling. Rockets to inbound the ball. Full court pressure by the Vikings. Not a lot of room. Clark gets it at midcourt. Curtis picks her up, and it's an offensive foul. Andrea Curtis, she tried to pick up that charge earlier in the game. They called a block, but she got it this time.
Yeah, she was there waiting for it that time, and she just kept getting in her way. And
good hustle by Andrea Curtis. Zeiser this time, quick pass all the way up the court to Giroux. Giroux's looking inside. She tried this once before. Passes back out to Velko. Velko hits a three-pointer. Maddie is having a good night tonight.
Yeah, seems like all the points she's made today have been three-pointers, and she's made a lot of them.
And wrong. Good defensive pressure causes the 5-second call on the Rockets. 29-11 with 6:48 to go. Good job by the Vikings defense. Andrea Curtis inbounds it. Velko takes it to the left side, brings it back towards the center. Giroux. Emily looks inside, drives, pulls up, jump shot just off the mark. Hornbacher, big rebound and a putback. Good job for Taylor. That's a nice play. She's been working hard on the board the whole game. Long pass, Curtis steps in and intercepts this one. She takes it coast to coast and just off the mark. Good hustle.
Just rolled right out of there. I mean, that's just worse.
She was right there with the good defensive play. Now the Rockets trying to bring the ball, and this is going to be a blocking call on Zeiser. First foul of the second half for the Vikings. Vikings have opened up a 20-point lead now, 31-11 with 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Vikings settle into their zone. Fire up a three just off the mark. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by the Vikings. Rocket ball out of bounds underneath their basket. All the way out to midcourt for the Rockets. Drive to the baseline. Back out. Emily Giroux steps in front of the pass. Good job. Curtis bringing it up for the Vikings. Velko over on the side. Looks to drive to the lane. And a nice finger roll. Maddie shows that she can hit the three, but also drive it inside. Clark this time. Good defense by Taylor Hornbacher to chest up to her and not allow that penetration all the way to the basket. Velko to Zeiser. Zeiser kick out to Giroux. Giroux for the three. Just off the mark. Quick putback by Zeiser, no good. Vikings scrapping. Good hustle on the ground. That's going to be Rockets ball.
Very tough game so far on the ground. It seems like a lot of scrap was going on the ground today.
Coaches love to see that. That's a great thing to see your team really into the game, going after all those loose balls. This one is passed to the right, and unfortunately the Rockets were just not quite in sync on that one.
Happens, you can't be perfect all the time.
That's true. Curtis back to Zeiser, back to Curtis. Andrea sets it up, decides to drive in, looks inside for Taylor. Taylor all the way to the basket, off the backboard, and it won't quite fall.
Even though she didn't make the basket, that was a really great inside pass by Andrea Curtis.
It was. Rockets seem to want to slow things down just a little bit. Good hustle. Hornbacher comes away with the steal. Pass up to Zeiser. Zeiser in the front court. Looks to. That is a nice play by the Rockets defense. They end up picking up the charge that time. Shelby was bringing the ball up and unfortunately couldn't stop in time. Emily Giroux tips the ball out of bounds. 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 33-11 in favor of the Vikings.
It's amazing to watch what the Vikings can do blocking passes pretty much the entire game and intercepting passes.
They're doing an outstanding job, I agree. Getting their hand in the passing lane, tipping the ball. Nothing's coming easy right now for the Rockets. Good Viking defense. Another one tipped around. Rockets come away with this one, though. Up into the front court, 3-on-3. Drive all the way to the basket. This one's just off the mark. That was a nice play by Roush. Andrea Curtis bringing it up.
Watching the Viking defense, it seems like they're trying to take away the Rockets' ability to play on the inside, and wouldn't be surprised when watching the videos they saw the Rockets always constantly trying to play on the inside, and they're forcing the outside, trying to make them take deeper shots. A lot harder to make those.
Kelsey Husson and Jessica Martin check in for the Vikings. Curtis to inbounds the ball. Curtis moving her around. Emily Giroux back to Curtis inside. Ball smacked away. Rockets come up with it again. That's a nice drive all the way to the basket, but Husson pulls that rebound down. Brings it out to Velko.
Vikings did a very good job defensively. Even though they didn't get the ball back, they at least slowed her down and let the Vikings teammates get down there for the rest of the defense.
Absolutely, you're correct. Martin on the wing. All the way across court, Giroux. Giroux's going to throw up the three. Off the mark. Good job by Husson. Pull down the rebound, but the Rockets come away with the Roush that time going the distance, but Viking defense gets back involved. Kelsey pulling down another rebound. Good hustle by Eric. Velko brings it all the way up. Decides to set it up. Picks up a nice screen that time. Pick and roll. Good pass inside. Kelsey back out to the front. Giroux from the top of the key. Just off the mark. Velko, her shot's tipped. Kelsey just can't quite get that one to go. Good defense by Desea Clark.
The way the Vikings have been playing today, when they go on their side of the court, they stay there for quite a while.
Yes, they do. Now checking in for the Vikings, Abigail Davis. Liz Buda checks into the game. And Shelby Zeiser checks back.